messed up.
How do you say yarrow?
Welcome to How Do You Say Yarrows?
How do you say yarrow? How do you say yarrow?
It'll be all the fun in the world. Heyo, so we are actually low on battery too, so
all right, here we go.
All right, so topic today, welcome to How Do You Say Yarrows? Do parents give gifts to their kids that are really more about them than their kids?
Oh, you're talking parents to their own kids?
Yeah.
All right, I like it.
Yeah, and I want to give some proof in, it's why the reason I say this is I think it explains some phenomenons we see with, why did a parent, I'm not speaking specifically to my parents, but why did a parent give an unusual gift to their kid? Like, nobody would want this. It's seemingly, like, the kid has expressed no interest. But does the parent kind of want the toy and they get this for their kid?
Is there a specific situation you're thinking of?
Honestly, not necessarily. It was more of revelatory. Okay. But I think it also goes like, you know, why do parents fight for certain gifts for their kids even at Christmas time? Because I think there is some subtle area they want to play in too.
I like it. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's common, like a real deal.
Okay, like using the kid kind of scapegoat. Like, in the name of this child, we must have this pool.
Exactly. Yes, the kid wants a pool, I'm sure, but I gotta tell you.
Kid doesn't even know how to swim yet.
Yeah, they're 2 years old. They haven't asked for the pool. You know who wants it? Mom and dad.
So do you think in the same way when families are like, oh, for the kids, we're going to Disney?
Yeah. Mom and dad.
We had to go to Disney for these kids.
Yeah. If you didn't,
a little bit for the
oh,
adults.
huge for the parents. Because let me tell you something. If you do anything like it, you could vindicate why you want to do it. But I think sometimes we use kids as a scapegoat to hide we really want to do this ourselves.
I love that.
So I gave, because I'm thinking through of like some things, and to my dad's huge credit, I remember when he got us a Wii, and my mom and dad, they're both together, but he fought to get us a Wii for Christmas one year. And back in the day, or back in the first year we was out, actually very similar to modern video games now, very difficult to find because everybody wanted to get it. I remember the work, and I remember when we got downstairs that morning, he was ready to play just as much as Dingle and I were, maybe more.
So cute.
So it was like, okay, this was for us, but he was also very excited about this game.
I could totally see your dad being so ready to play, and he did all the research and getting it and probably setting it up. So.
He worked very hard to get that video game.
Yeah.
That same thing with building blocks. He loved building blocks.
Oh, I love that too.
Yeah. So that's where I think that happens. What do you think about this phenomenon? Do parents get gifts for their kids that they want? I
mean, I personally, I totally buy it as a theory because I do that for when I buy gifts for my sister and my mom.
Oh!
I totally...
Expanding the world.
I totally buy things that I want.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, it'll even be to the extent, like, it's unapologetic at this point. Like, they know. Like, I'm pretty sure, I know they know.
Gabrielle Yarrows.
I mean, it'll even be like, I'll get them, like, let's say I get them a dress, and I might even be like, so can you wear that soon? Because I'm hoping to wear that in a couple months. Like, but we do have a rule when we share clothes, like, completely. But there is kind of a rule, even though we flex it sometimes on special occasions, that, like, if it belongs to, let's say it belongs to Keelan, she has to wear it first before I get to borrow it. At least once. So yeah, no, I totally do that with my siblings. Or with Caitlin and my mom. That's with them. It's not really possible with the guys.
Yeah, that's fair.
Guys and like my brother and everything.
But do we sometimes give gifts though that we want a person to wear as reflection? So like, I'll be fair. I think it was our first Christmas together. I got you a Patagonia pullover. So obviously I'm not wearing your Patagonia pullover.
Right.
But it was kind of a gift to me because I thought you looked cute in it. That's cute. You're very fluffy.
I am very fluffy in that thing.
Yeah.
That's very cute.
Very hardy. Kind of a gift to myself. Not as direct though.
Right. Oh, this is almost like saying no gift is totally altruistic. Very
few gifts are.
Ooh.
That's where it's like a,
okay, very nice.
And I think this is where it's a, I'll go as a person that I probably to a fault.
Yeah.
Like a person could give me such a nice gift and I'm thinking they didn't listen to say what I wanted. And I'm furious because it's like, it could be a greatly expensive gift, but I'm thinking you didn't listen to what I said. I was very clear about what I wanted or how you could have helped me get there. And, so to me, it's very difficult, I think, for me to appreciate that at times. So because I do want a pure, like to me, the gift that is purely altruistic
Yeah.
should be exactly what I say, or because I'm like a long-term gift person. Like, okay,
Yeah.
hey, I am saving for this. I'd love your help with a gift card or cash towards that gift.
Right. I would say that is the way to go up. I guess the only, well, I don't know if the only, but the mainly altruistic gift is one that someone literally asks for,
Yeah.
or in service of that. I would kind of, to flip it, I think parents, I don't know that their gifts always are things that they would benefit from.
Nope, not very true.
But I would say I don't think parents give gifts that they wouldn't benefit from.
Good point.
So like, okay, let's say parents don't really necessarily want their children to learn how to play the drums. They're not going to buy their children a drum set.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Or if they think that would totally make them crazy with the child practicing that,
Ooh.
they're not going to buy that.
Yeah.
Because that might be something they get from an uncle or something like that.
Yep.
But I don't think parents are typically going to buy something that is against their wishes, you know?
Yeah, on the whole, no.
Yeah, on the whole. So,
Ooh, that's a great point.
like for example, we know somebody who was gifted a dog. The
Okay.
children were gifted a dog.
Oh, yeah.
The parents did not buy the dog. The dog was from a family member.
Gift us a dog.
That is terrifying.
Yeah.
Because the parents did not know about this gift. They were not consulted. And the gift was given in front of the children. So the parents could not then say, hold up, we don't want a dog, right? So I'm saying the parents would never have done that to themselves because
That's
that
good.
was not what the parents were hoping
Yeah.
to have.
So,
And they were not hoping to benefit from that.
would you say
That-
with gifts then,
Yes.
if it's a living gift, parents should be consulted?
Yeah.
Not if it,
Living gift, parents should be consulted because they're also responsible for that living gift.
That's a good point.
I would say yes, absolutely.
All right, so if I had, like, in terms of real animals that you could
Okay.
have, not
Yeah.
like a jaguar or a lion, but like
Yeah.
domestic
Not
animals.
a dragon.
You're not a dragon, yes.
Okay.
What animal would you least like to be gifted? And which one
Okay.
would you most like to be gifted?
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Cool. Least like.
Assuming we also had an area that we could house the animal.
Yeah.
We live in a condo right now, so like
Okay. All right. All right.
they, you know, but-
Least like would be a grown bird. No, not a bird. A
Ooh.
grown cat.
a grown cat. Okay.
No. Maybe a cat would be okay because in the end I could deal with it. It wouldn't be. I would not be happy about it, but. I guess a snake.
Ooh, snake would
A
be.
snake would be the worst thing. That would be the worst because I couldn't love a snake.
Mm.
No, I couldn't get on board. Hello. Couldn't get on board with that.
I get that.
Like I
No.
could not grow to love that snake. That snake would have to go.
Okay.
What about you?
Snake is pretty. I didn't know where I was
People
gonna
have
go
pets
with
of
it.
those.
I think bird sounds terrible to me.
I think I could get on board with a bird.
I think it
I
just,
could eventually love that bird.
maybe the thing I like with the snake
Yeah.
is I feel like there's a boss level status with the snake.
Well,
Yeah.
you get street cred with the snake for sure.
And you don't really have to take care. I'm not worried
Think about what you're feeding that snake.
I'm not really worried about the emotional well-being of the snake though. That's the difference.
Okay.
Like a snake doesn't seem exactly like an animal that I have to care. It doesn't really move a lot. Like I feel bad for a bird being caged.
Oh, okay.
A snake,
That would make sense.
what are you doing? You're happy.
Yeah,
Right.
but then you do have to care for it.
Yeah,
And I think the food you give it is disgusting. That I would not do.
I'd like to see it eat it.
I mean, yeah.
What animal would you most be
Okay.
excited
Most
about
be
receiving?
excited if someone gave me it and you can't do fictional.
Not fictional. Realistic, like animals that you could own in New
Okay,
Jersey.
okay. Realistic.
Realistic.
Okay,
Because I
okay.
know you would say dragon.
I know. I would say dragon.
Which I do love. I love that about you. But I also want to know in case we can encourage any of our listeners for this upcoming Christmas season to give us a gift of an animal.
Okay.
So think wisely.
I'm gonna go with a micro pig.
You know,
A true micro pig, not a tiny pig that then turns into a huge hog. Not that.
we
Not
talked
that.
about this recently. Actually,
Yeah.
I was just talking with somebody yesterday about the scam of micro pigs.
It's so upsetting.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a true scam.
Yeah. So for those that do not know, unfortunately, there are very few actual micro pigs. It's very selective.
By micro pig, we're talking tiny little adorable pig, like a teacup pig, and it's little, and it stays that way for life,
Yeah.
right?
Unfortunately,
Oh, so cute.
oftentimes the people that have done it have been very unethical and might just not have fed a regular pig to grow to so they've been repressed in size. So either the pig is hurt or they're gonna end up just growing a ton because like normal people, hey, I'm gonna feed the animal when it's hungry after this, and then it turns into a full-size pig.
Which is humongous,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it depends on the pig, I guess. So,
I guess, right?
and it's also now, what do you do? Because it's, I guess, a lot of bacon.
I read a story about a woman who thought she bought a micro pig, by the way, which are super expensive. So she spent mad cash on this. And she gets this micro pig, not a
Aw.
micro pig, turns into this huge hog. But she, like, of course, then loved it at this point. It had
Yeah.
been her pet for a while. So she had always wanted a micro pig so she could dress up in cute outfits that she handmade.
Aw.
So then she ended up hand making the outfits for the huge hog as well. And a whole business came out of it.
I bet the lady loved that hog.
Yeah, she loved it. She loved it. That's the thing. Like, I would eventually love it, but I want the micro pig.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
No, totally reasonable.
Yeah.
This is a, it's what you want.
I want it. Okay, what would you want? What would you most like to be gifted as an animal? Stu would be fine with so many different pets.
I actually would love, so my dream would be to, I don't know if I want to be a farmer, but I would like to run a small farm in addition to my normal day-to-day life. Yeah, so I don't know if I would say like, so, or very large garden. I'd love to have several like livestock animals.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'd ever say farmer as a profession.
Yeah.
Although it could grow into that, who knows?
Yeah.
2,000 acre beet farm here in New Jersey. Oh, that's my bread timer. I'd also like to
Farm to table, guys. Farm to table.
run a farm store
Okay,
as
we're
well.
almost out of battery.
Oh, we are? Did it say that?
Yes, I don't know.
Okay.
I think it is. Go on.
Oh yeah. I would say I'd be very interested in, I've got to give 3.
Okay.
Obviously a dog, but I'm
Yeah.
not certain if that's my number 1 right
A
now.
specific kind, right? You wouldn't be okay with just any
I'd
dog.
be okay with a golden retriever or border collie. Border collie is my spirit animal, and if I did have actual livestock, it would be far more practical than a golden retriever.
Okay, love it.
Although if we were in a place where not, golden retriever would be a great animal. I would simply say after that, chickens probably would be number 1.
Huh, that's
Number
awesome.
2, bees. Number 3, alpacas.
Wow.
That, and alpacas
I
are
feel
only,
like you listed 4.
yes.
Okay.
I've got a lot of animals.
Okay.
Very interested. Gabby, when I say I want a house with a large yard, it's
Okay.
for a reason.
All right, I think that now we should cross-reference. So out of your listing, the only ones that I would be okay with someone gifting you,
Alpacas?
chickens.
You don't, although we talked about alpacas.
I mean, I'm not like fully against it. I guess my top one would be chickens out of that
Yeah.
list that you
What-
just said.
How do you feel about bees?
No, absolutely not.
You like honey though.
Not real. It's like fine. It's a lot of work for just like what?
You don't
Another
really-
form of sugar.
You really don't have to do a lot of work for honey.
I'm not trying to have
bees.
like escape and like, you know, sting everybody.
I'm not
trying to
doing
do
that. They're lovely
I also don't
animals.
even care about honey that much. You don't even eat honey.
Well, you know,
So
no,
bees are a no. The other ones, maybe. The chickens, I'm actually down. That's awesome because I
How do you
love
feel
eggs.
about the alpaca?
I'm like, I mean, they don't really do anything for me. I mean, I think they could be cute. So
Not,
I think it'd be fun to have Seth ride an alpaca at some point.
that'd be, well, we have to get them pretty soon. They don't hold huge loads.
Oh, well, see, it's just not like that useful. But
Well,
chickens give me eggs, so
I mean,
I'm
you
about
could
it.
alpaca wool. We have some great stockings
No.
from, well, alpaca steak.
I mean,
To be fair, they have
Fine.
shown that is, you spend more money feeding the alpaca than you get back in nutrients
exactly.
from the steak.
How do you feel about it if someone gave me a micro pig? Would you help me care for it?
I mean, obviously I'd care for the pig. I mean,
Would you love it?
I'd really need to know the personality of this animal because to me it's such a far-fetched thing. I would also be curious, can we eat it?
No.
Yeah. Pigs are a utilitarian animal only to eat.
Absolutely not. That would be our pet for life. That would not be to eat, ever.
Little pork chop over there. That, Gabby, that would be the thing. If anything should ever happen to you, that micro pig wouldn't make it a week
That
after.
is horrifying, and that is not true. Someone would take that micro pig
That mi-
and love it
And the butcher.
forever. No. All right, we've
Yeah.
gone off course, but that's
What
where
were we
we're
talking
landing.
about?
We started with how parents give
Gifts that they
gifts
want.
that they want, and
So
we landed with micro pig.
micro pigs, dogs, or chickens would be great coming for the upcoming year. You
And
could,
if we ever give them to Seth, you will know that it was not an altruistic gift because we clearly want them.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. None of that. I thought you were saying, and if you give them to us, that'd be great. Even
all.
better. Actually, I think we got a second. somebody, one of my coworkers recently gave me a very sweet series of 3 little embroidery things.
Yeah, beautiful.
Very
So
adorable.
beautiful.
And I was so excited because I thought they were all for me. And it took me like 5 clean minutes to understand one was for Gabby and Seth. And I was super upset because I wanted them all.
So adorable.
I don't know how that went on, but it was a great gift. It was very, very altruistic.
Very wonderful and altruistic, yes.
Thanks for joining us on How Do You Say Yeah, Rose?
Yay!
Bye.